A new Social Security update begins, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to our Senior Alert News USA update. Today's episode is extremely important, especially if you receive Social Security, SSI, SSDI, survivor benefits, or if you plan to retire soon. Beginning January 2026, a brand new Social Security rule goes into effect, and every senior needs to understand how this change may impact your monthly checks, your working income, and even your long-term financial planning. Let's start with the biggest headline. Social Security benefits will increase by 2.8% due to the 2026 Cost of Living Adjustment, also known as COLA. This increase is designed to help your check keep up with rising inflation, higher grocery prices, and the overall cost of living. But what does 2.8% really mean in real-world dollars? For many retirees, the average check will go up by $50 to $60 per month. If you currently receive about $1,500 per month, your payment will increase by roughly $42, bringing your new monthly amount to about $1,542. This increase will appear either in your late December payment or your January 2026 payment, depending on the type of benefit you receive. Supplemental Security income recipients will also receive the 2.8% increase. And for those living on a fixed income, even a small increase can help cover basic expenses like rent, utilities, prescription medications, and transportation. However, and this is important, the COLA increase alone does not fix the financial pressure many seniors face today. Rising Medicare premiums, higher property taxes, increasing food costs, and inflation in nearly every category continue to reduce the buying power of the Social Security dollar. In this video series, we will break down everything you need to know so you can prepare, plan ahead, and protect your financial stability in 2026 and beyond. So grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's continue with what's changing next. How working while receiving benefits will change. Now let's move into the second major update, changes to the earnings limit for 2026. This is crucial for seniors who continue working while collecting Social Security. Many people today choose to work part-time, some to stay active, others because income is necessary to cover rising living costs. The good news? In 2026, the earnings limit is increasing, meaning you will be allowed to earn more money before Social Security reduces your monthly benefits. Here are the exact numbers. If you are under full retirement age in 2026, you can earn up to $24,480 per year with no reduction to your Social Security checks. If you earn more than this amount, Social Security will withhold $1 for every $2 you make above the limit. If you reach full retirement age during 2026, your earnings limit rises significantly to $65,160 per year. In this category, Social Security withholds $1 for every $3 above that limit. After you reach full retirement age, there is no limit at all. You can earn as much as you want without losing a single dollar from your monthly Social Security check. For many older Americans, this change gives more flexibility. You might choose to work a few extra hours, take on a seasonal job, or continue doing part-time work without worrying about losing benefits. But here's something many people don't know. Even if Social Security withholds some of your benefits because you earn too much, you do not lose that money forever. Once you reach full retirement age, Social Security recalculates your benefit and gives you credit for the months in which benefits were withheld. This often results in a higher monthly check for the rest of your life. In other words, your money eventually comes back to you. Understanding these rules is essential for seniors who rely on both wages and Social Security to stay financially stable. Now let's move to the next change affecting workers across the country. Higher taxable earnings for workers in 2026. The third major update for 2026 affects workers who pay Social Security taxes. Whether you are working full-time, part-time, or even self-employed, the government uses your taxable earnings to calculate how much you will ultimately receive in retirement. In 2026, the maximum taxable earnings cap will increase to $184,500. This means higher income workers will pay Social Security taxes on a larger portion of their salary. You may not feel this increase directly in your day-to-day living, but it does impact your paychecks and your long-term Social Security record. Why does this matter? Because your future Social Security benefit is based on your highest 35 years of earnings. If a larger amount of your income is subject to Social Security taxes, this can raise your benefit later in life. For younger workers or older adults who plan to delay retirement, this update can make a noticeable difference in future monthly payments. For employers and self-employed individuals, this also means preparing for slightly higher payroll tax costs. For self-employed workers, remember you pay both the employer and employee side of Social Security tax, so the increase affects you more directly. This adjustment is part of Social Security's long-term financial strategy to ensure the program remains stable and funded for future generations. As life expectancy increases and more retirees enter the system, Social Security must continuously update both taxable wage caps and benefits. While this change may not directly impact your current monthly check, it plays a key role in shaping Social Security's long-term sustainability, and it can affect how much you eventually receive in retirement. Social Security disability and SSI updates for 2026. As we continue, let's take a deeper look at how the 2026 Social Security changes impact Americans receiving disability benefits, including SSI and SSDI. These programs are a lifeline for millions of seniors and disabled adults who rely on monthly benefits to cover essential living expenses. In 2026, the same 2.8% COLA increase will apply to all disability-related payments, ensuring that individuals living with physical or mental limitations also receive a boost. For many disability recipients, even a small increase can make a meaningful difference. It may help cover medication copays, transportation to medical appointments, mobility devices, or rising housing costs. But at the same time, the daily reality for those living with disabilities is that inflation hits harder, especially for medical supplies, home care, therapy, and specialized equipment. These categories have been rising faster than general inflation, so the COLA increase may not fully offset the real cost increases individuals face. Another point to highlight is that individuals receiving disability benefits must continue to stay aware of work rules. For SSI recipients, earnings can affect benefits more quickly because SSI is a needs-based program. SSDI recipients have more protection through the trial work period and extended period of eligibility, but extra earnings can still trigger a reevaluation of benefits. Seniors and disabled adults should pay close attention to letters from the Social Security Administration and verify income reporting to avoid unexpected overpayments. Medicare also plays a major role. Many disability recipients are enrolled in Medicare, and if Medicare premiums increase, as they are expected to in 2026, it could absorb part of the COLA raise. This means that the extra $30, $40, or $50 seniors expect each month may be partially reduced once Medicare Part B premiums are deducted. Understanding these changes ahead of time allows seniors and disabled adults to plan more carefully. They can create realistic budgets, monitor upcoming medical costs, and prepare for the possibility of higher healthcare-related expenses in the new year. Now let's move forward into another issue that affects nearly all older Americans: the rising cost of healthcare and how it will impact your Social Security check. Medicare premiums and real-world cost increases. One of the biggest concerns for seniors every year is Medicare. Even when Social Security benefits increase, Medicare premiums often rise at the same time, creating a tug-of-war that reduces the true value of the COLA adjustment. For 2026, projections show that Medicare Part B premiums may rise again, similar to previous years when healthcare inflation outpaced general economic inflation. Imagine expecting a $52 increase from COLA only to see your Medicare Part B premium rise by $14 or $20. Suddenly, your actual take-home increase might only be $30 or even less. For someone living on a limited income, this difference matters. It can determine whether you can afford an extra prescription refill, keep up with rising utility bills, or manage grocery costs that continue climbing nationwide. We also need to consider other Medicare-related costs, such as deductibles and copays, which may shift each year. Hospital stays, doctor visits, durable medical equipment, and outpatient services are all affected by inflation. Seniors who rely heavily on healthcare services may feel that these costs increase faster than their benefits. Beyond healthcare, inflation affects almost every major category: groceries, housing, renter's insurance, home maintenance, transportation, auto insurance, and utilities. Many seniors report that even with yearly COLA increases, the actual value of their Social Security check feels smaller compared to 5 or 10 years ago. This is why understanding these changes is critical. While the Social Security increase helps, seniors must maintain flexibility in budgeting. Allocating funds for emergency medical needs, unexpected prescription changes, or higher heating and cooling bills can make a big difference, especially during extreme weather seasons. It's also important to watch for updates from Medicare and Social Security in late 2025 when final premium amounts will be announced. Staying informed allows you to adjust your financial plan early, so you're ready before changes hit your wallet. Up next, let's talk about what you should do right now to prepare for these upcoming 2026 Social Security rules. Steps seniors should take to prepare. Now that we've covered the specific changes, let's discuss what you can and should do to get ready. These next steps will help you protect your financial stability and ensure you understand exactly how your benefits will change in 2026. Step 1. Make sure your Social Security contact information is correct. Many seniors miss important letters because Social Security doesn't have the right mailing address or phone number. Before December 2025, take a moment to call or log into your My Social Security account to verify your information. This ensures you receive your official COLA notice and any updates about your benefit amount. Step 2. Check your new benefit amount online. Your 2026 payment information will appear in your Social Security account before the end of December. Reviewing it early helps you plan your budget and prevent surprises. You can see how much COLA you're receiving, how much Medicare is deducting, and what your new net payment will be. Step 3. Understand the earnings limits. If you plan to keep working in 2026, pay close attention to the earnings limits. Knowing the rules ahead of time can prevent unexpected reductions in your check. And remember, any benefits withheld aren't gone forever. They can raise your benefit once you reach full retirement age. Step 4. Recalculate your monthly budget. With rising prices and potential Medicare increases, seniors should revise their monthly spending plan. Consider tracking your expenses for a few weeks to understand where your money is going. Even small adjustments, like reducing subscriptions or switching insurance providers, can create meaningful savings. Step 5. Prepare for healthcare cost changes. If you're on Medicare, keep an eye out for the annual notice of premium changes. This helps you plan for updated medical costs and avoid being caught off guard when January arrives. Step 6. Discuss your plan with family or a trusted advisor. Seniors often benefit from talking with a family member, financial counselor, or trusted advisor. They can help you review income, expenses, and long-term strategies so you feel confident moving into 2026. Next, we'll talk specifically to younger workers because, yes, these 2026 changes affect them too. What younger workers should know. While many Social Security updates focus on retirees, younger workers should also pay attention to the 2026 rule changes. The increase in the taxable earnings cap to $184,500 means millions of workers and employers will pay Social Security taxes on a slightly larger portion of income. Even if you aren't retiring soon, these numbers matter for your long-term benefit. Social Security calculates future benefits based on your top 35 years of earnings. If your income rises each year and a larger portion becomes taxable, your future retirement benefit may also rise. In that sense, these adjustments help maintain the long-term value of Social Security for younger generations. But there's a second reason younger workers should care: the financial future of Social Security itself. As more baby boomers retire and life expectancy continues to rise, the system needs consistent funding. Updating the taxable wage limit is one way Social Security stabilizes itself for the future. Younger adults in their 20s, 30s, and 40s should also make sure they regularly check their earnings record on the My Social Security website. Any mistakes in your earnings history can affect your future benefits. A missing year of wages, or incorrect numbers, could reduce your retirement payments by hundreds of dollars annually. The sooner you catch and correct errors, the better. Another important point: many younger workers assume Social Security won't exist by the time they retire. But the truth is, Social Security is extremely unlikely to disappear. Adjustments may continue, but the system is too essential for too many Americans to ever be eliminated. Staying informed about updates helps younger workers plan for a stable financial future. Now let's wrap everything together in our final section: what all these changes truly mean for your financial well-being in 2026 and beyond. Final thoughts: what these changes mean for you. As we conclude this 8-part breakdown, let's look at the bigger picture. The 2026 Social Security update provides a modest but meaningful increase for millions of Americans. The 2.8% COLA bump adds a little breathing room, helping seniors manage inflation and ongoing cost increases across the country. However, as we've discussed, Social Security alone cannot fully protect retirees from rising living expenses. Medicare premiums may increase, healthcare costs will likely continue climbing, everyday essentials, from groceries to rent to electricity, have become more expensive over the past several years. A $40 or $50 monthly raise is helpful, but it cannot erase broader economic pressures. Still, this update gives seniors a chance to adjust their plans. You can revisit your budget, review your savings strategy, and determine whether working part-time may benefit you financially. You can update your Social Security account information, check your benefit notices, and make sure you fully understand how much you will receive moving forward. For younger workers, this update serves as a reminder that planning early is essential. Social Security remains a critical piece of America's retirement system, and keeping track of taxable earnings, contributions, and long-term benefits can help build a more secure future. Most importantly, knowing these changes now, before January 2026 arrives, allows you to stay prepared. When you understand how these updates affect your monthly check, your taxes, your healthcare costs, and your long-term financial planning, you're empowered to make the very best decisions for yourself and your family.